I suppose this is about communicating with people and sharing. Um, I've had a very strange situation in life, and I'm looking for ways to survive it, basically, without going crazy. So, I'm looking to communicate with people and just use my energy somehow in communicating with people and expressing myself because life has become very unusual and I need to find some way to survive it. So part of this is to say that you should realize what you have in life and appreciate it and realize that it can change on you radically and very quickly. So be aware of that. I thought I was happily married. I owned a house and a flat. I ran a small business or two small businesses, and life seemed to be clicking along quite well. But some time ago, I don't know how long exactly, but it's probably a month ago or something, I woke up and found that my life had changed radically. I've had two major things go wrong. One is physical. I was in a wheelchair when I first came to, but I've progressed now to just using a stick to walk. So I'm still partially disabled, but at least I can move around with the stick now. And the second major impact on my life has been memory. I basically lost my memory. I don't have a memory anymore of virtually anything. I have, I suppose, like the equivalent of a contents page of a book of certain things I know, like addresses of places that I've lived, the names of people I know that are my friends, for example. But details are all missing. So I don't even know my own phone number, for example. I don't even know where I was living. I have addresses in my head of places that I've lived, but I don't know which one I was actually living at. So it's a very strange existence. I'm at the moment living in something called supported living, where my food is taken care of and my accommodation is sorted out. So I just eat and sleep basically. That's what I'm doing in life. So part of this is to say that be aware of what you have in your life that you might not think amounts to much, but to know where you live and to know your phone number and simple things like that, and you know where your friends live, and you know things like that, which you don't even think about really, but they're actually very valuable, and they can disappear, and I haven't come to terms with it yet. So life does feel very strange. I suppose I'm just very grateful to be being looked after and to not have concerns about how to eat and where to sleep and things like that. But there are a couple of facts that are very important and that I'm not sure how to deal with, basically. I know I have two children, for example, but I've lost my memory, so I don't know any details about them. The only thing I know about them, absolutely the only thing I know, are the names. It's James and Sophie, if you're interested. So that's the only thing I know about them. I don't know how old they are. but I think they're around about 6 or so. I can't tell you how amazing it is to not have a memory and to be just living in the moment, basically. So I don't know my address, for example. I have addresses in my head of places that I've lived, but I don't actually know which one I live at. So I'm just grateful to have some memory, because it could have been that I have no memory at all, and that would be so awful. I mean, things are awful now, but I do realise it could be a lot more awful. I'm not sure what else I'm trying to say, really. So I do want to communicate that you should appreciate what you have in your life, even if you think it doesn't amount to much. The fact that you can remember things is very important, and you should understand the value of that. So I just woke up. I found out somehow that some years have passed in my life, and I simply am not aware of it because I don't have memory. So I know it's 2020 now, but in my mind it's still 2012 or so. That's a year that I'm familiar with. So basically 8 years or so of time has disappeared from me. I simply am not aware of that time passing. I don't understand. So I just woke up and found I was in this position. And I'm trying to find ways to survive it now. And that's part of the reason I'm trying this. A way of expressing myself and communicating. And hopefully communicating with people out there. It will help keep myself sane, basically. Because life is so crazy. So, as I say, I woke up and I found out somehow that several years have passed. Yeah, I think it's around about 8 years has passed in terms of what I can remember. So, I know, for example, I have 2 children. I don't know how old they are, for example. The only thing I know about them, absolutely the only thing, is their names. So I think they're around about 6 or 7 or so. So it's absolutely stunning and crazy to have this situation. And I don't really know how I'm gonna make progress and survive it, really. As I say, I'm doing this video project to stay sane, partially, because I don't actually know what to do. It's a very strange situation, and if anyone can be bothered, I might like to get feedback from people to say what they think I should do. Because at the moment, my life is just eating and sleeping. I do some exercises that I'm given by the staff in the place I'm living. I'm living in a thing called supported living, where my accommodation is sorted out and my food is sorted out, and I do some exercises as well. So I am being looked after, thankfully. So the major problems for me now are no memory, which is just stunning. I simply don't know how to deal with that. I also currently can't taste my food when I eat. I have a limited taste of salt and sugar, so it's not totally gone, but I can't taste flavours or whatever, so food is mostly gone. The sad thing is that food is one of the most important things that I have in my life now, and to not taste is a very big consequence. It's a very big problem. So I'm really hoping that will come back. So yeah, life is very simple. Just eating and sleeping. I'm on my phone. I'm using my phone to do this recording, for example. I have a laptop as well. I'm trying to think of what else I do. There's not that else I do. I don't know what to do with my life. So if anyone can be bothered, it'd be good to get some suggestions on what I do with my life. I want to maybe share the wisdom that I have with people out there. The problem is I've lost my memory, and I don't even know if I mentioned that already, but I've lost my memory almost totally. So I don't know what I can say that'll be useful anyway. But I am looking for a way to survive this situation. At some point, I suppose I'm going to have to reconnect with my children, but I don't remember them, so I don't miss them as such. I'm just aware that I have children, but I don't have any connection with them. So I haven't worked out how to survive this situation yet, but YouTube is a start. So that's why I'm trying this, and I have to see how it goes. So I will do another clip shortly when I work out what I want to say. But yeah, I haven't worked out yet.